The Lizard and the Ant, a tale of friendship and hard work. Once upon a time, in a sunny meadow filled with tall grass and colorful flowers, there lived a kind lizard named Larry and a tiny ant named Andy. Larry loved lounging on warm rocks, soaking up the sun and watching the world go by. Andy, on the other hand, was always busy scurrying around gathering food for his anthill. One hot afternoon, Andy was carrying a large crumb of bread back to his colony. The crumb was almost as big as he was, but Andy was determined to bring it home. As he crossed a small puddle, his tiny feet slipped, and he tumbled into the water. The crumb got soaked, and Andy struggled to climb out. "Oh no, I'm stuck," Andy cried, waving his little legs in the air. "Someone, please help me!" Just then, Larry the Lizard happened to pass by. He heard Andy's tiny voice and stopped to see what was wrong. "What's the matter, little ant?" Larry asked, peering into the puddle. "I fell in and I can't get out," Andy said, looking up at Larry with big worried eyes. Larry smiled kindly. "Don't worry, I'll help you." He gently stretched out his long tail and let Andy climb onto it. Then he carefully lifted Andy out of the puddle and placed him on dry ground. "Thank you so much, Larry," Andy said, brushing off his tiny legs. "You saved me." "You're welcome, Andy," Larry replied. "It's always good to help a friend in need." Andy smiled and waved goodbye as he hurried back to his anthill with the crumb. Larry continued on his way, feeling happy that he could help. A few days later, Larry was napping on his favorite rock, enjoying the warm sunshine. He didn't notice a sneaky snake slithering toward him. The snake was about to strike when Andy, who was nearby gathering food, saw what was happening. "Larry, watch out!" Andy shouted. Without thinking, he ran over and bit the snake's tail. The snake hissed in surprise and slithered away, disappearing into the tall grass. Larry woke up just in time to see the snake leaving. "What happened?" he asked, blinking in confusion. "A snake was about to attack you, but I scared it away," Andy said proudly. Larry's eyes widened. "You saved me, Andy. Thank you." Andy grinned. "You helped me when I was in trouble, so I wanted to help you too." Larry smiled and nodded. "You're a true friend, Andy. Even though you're small, you're very brave." From that day on, Larry and Andy became the best of friends. They spent their days exploring the meadow together, always looking out for each other. Larry would help Andy carry heavy crumbs, and Andy would warn Larry if any danger was nearby. One evening, as the sun set and painted the sky in shades of orange and pink, Larry and Andy sat on a rock watching the stars appear. "You know, Andy," Larry said, "I used to think I was too big to be friends with someone as small as you, but now I see that size doesn't matter. What matters is having a kind heart." Andy nodded. "And being brave enough to help others no matter how small you are." The two friends smiled and sat in silence, enjoying the peaceful night. They knew that no matter what challenges came their way, they could always count on each other. And so Larry the Lizard and Andy the Ant lived happily ever after, proving that kindness and friendship can make the world a better place. If you like the story, please subscribe for daily uploads.